East Coast Radio, 24 minutes after 3 in the studio with us today, Megandran Govender. He's an astrophysicist. Megandran, welcome to the show. What is an astrophysicist?
Okay, the word astrophysics comes from two words, astro and physics. Astro meaning stars, and physics really search for knowledge. So an astrophysicist basically studies localized bodies like stars, galaxies, planets, and exoplanets. Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Yes.
Your passion is physics, okay? But making it fun, because that's what you do. You make it fun.
Yes.
How do you convince people that it's fun?
Okay, I'm a theoretical astrophysicist, so it didn't take me long to realize, you know what, the only way I can get people to buy into this is to actually start doing experiments.
Right.
So each experiment is now developed into a performance. So people sort of link to that.
Okay, because you're doing the show at the Playhouse.
Exactly, yes.
When is that? Tell us about that.
The show's on the 20th and 21st of October.
Yeah.
It's actually debuts on the 20th of October. There are 2 shows on each day, on a Saturday and Sunday.
All right.
And yeah, so essentially it's an hour and a half each, and it involves dance, music, loud bangs, rocketry, entertainment, yes.
Okay. You came walking into the studio with this like polystyrene cooler box type effort with liquid nitrogen.
Yes.
I'm all for experiments, but I'm quite keen for not any bangs or anything in the studio now, because can you imagine if we have to pay for the desk?
I'm scared of that stuff personally.
What is liquid nitrogen? I mean, is that freezing? I mean, what is the temperature?
Exactly.
There?
Yes, so you have nitrogen in the atmosphere. It's almost 80% of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's in its gaseous form. But what we have is liquid nitrogen, which boils about minus 196 degrees Celsius, which is about 200 times colder than an ice cube.
Sure.
So at this temperature, the science gets really interesting.
Well, Jason's got a couple of moles, so and warts and things. Can't you freeze them off with that stuff?
That's one of the uses for liquid nitrogen,
I
yes.
thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm keen to see an experiment, hey, Zaba?
Go for it.
Okay,
I'll stay here in my corner.
Yes.
You guys
Okay, I have the classic experiment of basically dunking a fully inflated balloon into liquid nitrogen.
Right.
So most people would say the balloon's going to pop. Now, if it's going to pop, I'm not going to be standing close by. So let's basically see what happens. I'm going to basically inhale into the balloon. So it's going to be filled with very warm air from my lungs.
Right.
And then dunk this into nitrogen.
Okay, so you're going to blow the balloon up?
Yes.
Okay, so we're filming this as well, so East Coasters, you'll be able to see this just now. We'll tell you when it's up on our Facebook page, but you might want to go along to The Drive with Damon, like the page in the meantime.
Yes.
Okay, so the balloon is blown up. You're tying a knot in the top at the moment. Okay.
So basically, the air cannot escape from the balloon, and it's filled with a real gas.
Right.
Now I'm going to dunk this into nitrogen.
When is that thing to blow up? It's right next to me.
Yeah, as you expect, most people expect it to pop. It almost seems to deflate to the untrained eye.
So now you're pushing that down as far as it can go into that.
Into the nitrogen, yes. And this is an experiment you're probably going to remember for the rest of your life.
Wow, that is amazing.
So, yeah,
and the balloon is just completely frozen.
Yes.
What is that crackling noise?
Well, it's basically, what's actually happening is the rubber now is warming up after being pulled out of the nitrogen.
Yeah.
And the air inside essentially has liquefied. So the balloon has collapsed on that liquid. Taking the balloon out of the nitrogen, the liquid inside starts to boil.
Wow.
And here's something very interesting right now. Because we are familiar with water boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. I've just shown you that liquid can boil at almost any temperature depending on the outside pressure.
Sure.
There we have it.
That is amazing. So it completely deflates, and now it's blown itself up again.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Well done. Nice.
Excellent.
I like that one.
Thank you.
Can we buy this stuff somewhere and do it as a party trick?
Not really. No, definitely not. Yeah.
Damon the Magician.
I thought about doing it in my ladies' night show. It'd be great if you can deflate things and let them rise again. Anyway, what else can you show us?
Well, this is a unique experiment. I mean, if you ever thought about immersing, say, a biscuit into nitrogen, a liquid nitrogen.
Right.
If you immerse, say, a biscuit into water, what would happen? It'll break up into smaller pieces.
Yes.
But at minus 200 degrees Celsius, you can expect the biscuit to freeze.
So those are finger biscuits.
Exactly, finger biscuits, yes.
Right.
I chose them very carefully because of the air pockets in the biscuit themselves. So what's going to happen is, if you think about the balloon, the air pockets would have now frozen and formed little ice particles. The big question is, can I eat this biscuit?
After it's been in liquid nitrogen?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we've always been told, never eat, drink, or taste your experiments.
Right.
It's one of the reasons why I have students.
So they're the guinea pigs. Eh?
Exactly.
All right.
So here we go. I'm going to demonstrate this. So the biscuit does not break, because at minus 200 degrees Celsius, everything's frozen.
Yeah.
Yes. Just going to take a little bite and basically show you what's going to happen.
You're taking a bite.
This is a magic moment.
That is crazy. There's like steam coming out your nose or smoke or something.
Yes.
You
That's
look like
what-
the Grinch that's still Christmas.
Yes. So what you're really seeing now is water vapor. It's not the nitrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Now that's a neat party trick.
That is so. I want a bite of that to make it come out my nose.
There we go. The hand's about 5 centimeters away from it, but you feel your fingers freezing as well. What you want to do is now take a bite, close your mouth, chew, and breathe through your nose. Okay. Close your mouth, breathe through your nose. There. Yeah, awesome.
Take a bite.
There we go.
Crazy, huh?